Hi, everybody. I'm Dougal Fraser. I have not done a live in a really long time. So hello, hello, hello. And thank you for welcoming me into wherever you are, on your phone, in your living room, at your office, or whatever it is. I just wanted to hop on here and say hello. Let me first begin by talking about our topic today. So recently, I have been thinking a lot about the concept of balance. And the reason for that, I most recently put this on my newsletter. It was about a month ago. I was teaching a class, and at the end of the class, during one of the live coaching and readings, I started to get really emotional, which is not abnormal for me. As an empath, as a sensitive person, I cry at books, I cry at movies, I cry at weddings of strangers, I cry. It's what I do. So at the end of an event, it's not uncommon for me to get emotional, but it's usually at the end of the program. So if it's a 6-week program, on the last night, if it's a retreat on the last day, I will swell up with emotion. And the reason for that is typically I'm doing energy management the entire time. I'm teaching, I'm holding space for other people. So I don't want my emotions to get in the way of somebody else's process. Well, about 6 weeks ago, I was not at the end of a program. It was just at the end of a class. We weren't even in the middle of the program. And I had this tremendous swell of emotion. And usually I can catch it. Usually I can stop. Usually I can buffer it in some way, but it just kept going. And so when the class ended, one of the things that I realized was I was technically out of balance. And for me, this is one of the symptoms or the signs that I'm out of balance. If my emotions aren't necessarily accurate to the environment or what's going on, I need to take a look at that. So maybe you've had this experience before. Well, let me know if you have, because I have it often. I'll be walking through the grocery store and I will well up out of tears out of nowhere. It's not like I got bad news. It's not like I'm upset about something. It will literally just manifest for me. I might be reading a book and I'll go through several pages and realize I haven't absorbed any of the information. Now, this next example is kind of a scary one, but I'm going to be honest about it. I can be driving for like 5 minutes, sometimes maybe 10, and realize I haven't really been paying attention to where I've been going. I'm on autopilot. I stopped at stop signs. I slowed down when there was a yellow light, but I'm really not fully absorbing my environment. If you've ever experienced these things, this is a sign that you may be out of balance. And balance is so important for every single human being on the planet. And it's a topic I've become really passionate about. As sensitive people, if you're watching a video like this, chances are you're an empath. Chances are you identify as an HSP, a highly sensitive person. So very often we become engrossed in certain aspects of life, right? So maybe our career is taking the lead, or our family is taking the lead, or someone that needs extra TLC is taking the lead, and we struggle with being in a state of balance. Well, balance is imperative. And when we talk about balance, it's different for every single human being. It's not the most magical day of your life. It's not the day you won the lottery. It's not the day you got a raise. Those are exciting days, but they're still full of emotion. They typically are draining. When we're talking about balance, for me, and I'm curious if you agree with this, I'm talking about being content. It's kind of like when the weather is not too hot and it's not too cold, it's just perfect. Or you have a very easy day where you're able to connect with all of the things that you feel passionate about, all of the things that make you feel good, you feel content. What we're looking for in balance is at the end of the day, your heart, your soul, your being smiles. And I'm really passionate about this topic right now. So this is why I am doing a free event. I recently came back from vacation. I'm feeling recharged. I'm feeling good. I took care of myself, an extra little TLC. And now I want to connect with you about the topic of balance. So on March 26th, Tuesday, March 26th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm hosting a completely free event. It's called Illuminating Your Path, Psychic Guidance for Finding Balance and Happiness. I'm going to talk about the aura colors that can help you find balance energetically. We are going to do a self-assessment test. I don't like the word test. We're going to do a self-assessment exercise, a self-assessment process, a self-assessment something festive to figure out if you are in a state of balance right now. And more importantly, what key elements are maybe missing from your day to bring you into a state of harmony, balance, and joy, because that is ultimately what we're here to look for. So my question to you is, what does a balanced day mean? What adjectives come up for you at the end of the day? How do you feel when you're in a state of balance? Share with me in the comment section. And more importantly, I'd love to know, because I think this is important for everyone. I gave you signs that let me know that I'm out of balance: crying in the grocery store, driving without knowing where I am, forgetting words. That's a big one. If I start stumbling on words, or if I find myself really, really struggling trying to express what's going on in my life, it's another sign that I'm out of balance. So how does your body tell you? How does your soul let you know? Collectively, if we can see sort of the signs for all of us, that ultimately helps us come back into a state of balance, happiness, and joy. Hey, thanks for letting me hop on here and say hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And please come join me on the 26th. Have a great day. Bye.